International condemnation of the war in Ukraine saw Ukraine armed to the teeth by weapon systems from around the Western world. Here's a quick look at some of the most influential systems used by Ukraine. Russian ground forces attempted a lightning invasion backed by large armored columns at the start of their most recent aggression. The most influential weapon in stopping them was undoubtedly the NLAW. The NLAW is a shoulder-mounted anti-tank weapon, or next-generation light anti-tank weapon to be specific. At least 5,000 of these have been supplied to Ukraine. They are designed to kill a tank at 875 yards or 800 meters. They use a PLOS or predicted line of sight system. This means that for moving targets, the operator must track the target for a few seconds, after which the munition itself will calculate a trajectory based off that initial guidance. While the NLAW is the most proliferated of the Western anti-tank launchers, thanks to the UK's early donations, we also see the Javelin, a similar American-made launcher being used to great effect, as well as unguided systems such as the Spanish C90 CRAM and the Swedish 84mm at 4 anti-armor weapon. Russian tanks are considered some of the best in the world, but with 2,000 reported tank losses, it's clear they were no match for these launchers. After Russia was unable to achieve a blitzkrieg-style victory, it fell back and drew up artillery lines. Again, Russian artillery is considered some of the best in the world with systems like the BM-30S March, the 2A-36, and the D-30 howitzers, and the deadly Oregon multi-launch rocket system. But again, Western weapons have been able to outperform them. The most important system has been the HIMARS, or High Mobility Artillery Rocket System. This is a precision multi-rocket system that can outrange Russian systems and strike with more accuracy. Their most critical application has been in targeting Russian logistics depots. Something to understand is that Russia uses push logistics, meaning that they guess what troops at the front want and have it stockpiled on the front line ready to go, or ready to go boom in the Ukrainian war's case. There are two types of HIMARS in Ukraine, the older M270 and the modern M142. But the thing to remember is they both shoot the same ammunition, and being a rocket system, the ammunition determines all the parameters such as range and effect. What type of ammunition being specifically supplied is unknown, but we do know that Ukraine is using a variety of munitions, including mine layers, with each of the HIMARS' 6 missiles able to deploy 28 mines by parachute. But perhaps the most revolutionary weapon being deployed are the drones. From small DIY models used for everything from reconnaissance to dropping grenades, to artillery targeting, and even as cheap kamikaze drones. But perhaps the most celebrated drone has been the Turkish TB2 Bayraktar. While only able to fly 137 miles per hour, it can carry 330 pounds of munitions and fly up to 25,000 feet. It also stays in the air for up to 27 hours at a time. These have been used effectively against Russia's navy, ground forces, and even reportedly taking down Russian helicopters. This, plus a long loiter time, makes it excellent for reconnaissance and have made it an invaluable asset for Ukraine. Obviously, there are many more weapon systems being used in Ukraine, but these are some of the most influential and effective ones that we've seen so far.